Aloha, everyone. We are here at the summit of Kilauea. I am Lance Page. I'm here with Colton Hart as usual, and we have a special guest today. My brother Troy is hanging out with us. And if you found us through the thumbnail that says something about an eruption ending soon, the eruption ended soon. It ended yesterday, actually, and it was when I made this thumbnail, so it is very clearly over now. We are just here to kind of bring you a sunrise and show you the last little bits of the glowing lava within the crater. It's kind of just cooling off. You can barely see the glow, and so yeah, let's get into Page Films Live. I'm here hanging out with my brother Troy. Troy is visiting from San Diego, and he came out here with us to get a glimpse. We came out yesterday hoping that some of the lava action would continue since yesterday, but everything kind of stopped yesterday morning. All the lava cooled off. The main vent kind of completely stopped all of its action pretty early yesterday morning. So yeah, if you've seen our thumbnail, it says eruption ending soon with a question mark. The eruption ended, and so I'll give you a view. So this is the telephoto angle with a little bit of daylight hitting it. Oh, it's still super slow shutter. So you can see just barely a little bit of glow. This is just the lava that's been cooling off. And as usual, we have our car alarm symphony.
It's really a symphony too.
In the parking lot.
Multiple cars.
Can't get away with coming out here without a car alarm symphony.
There we go again.
So it's a little dark right now, but as you can see, there's just some tiny glowing spots. Hey, Mrs. Ed, good morning. If anybody was watching the very beginning, I accidentally muted myself for a little bit there again. Apologies for that. But we're just giving you guys a look, kind of a last look at any of the lava that's been in the crater and cooling off. This is actually the far right side. This is kind of toward the south end of the crater where the lava didn't actually make it out to. There's just a lot of gases coming up over there. Pan back a little bit. So there's obviously some little hot spots you can see. Almost looks like a little vent there. There's like gas coming up out of it.
If you want, I could zoom in a little bit more on the thing. It's only at 150.
Yeah, and then I didn't focus that either. I'm not sure how
You want me to check it?
Try zoom in on that and then
Okay.
see what that looks like, and then you can the focus will change when you zoom. And then this is the zoom in button here. So we didn't promote this stream or anything. It's kind of when we saw that the eruption was basically coming to an end yesterday, we decided to just kind of go with the flow and just do a stream, show you what's out there, and yeah. So, but what you're looking at is something. Is it bubbling?
Looks like there's some flames.
It looks like a tiny bit of spatter, maybe, right there. we're grasping for straws.
Yeah, that wasn't even where the eruption was.
That's just a spot.
The flow was going over that direction.
Yeah. I'm gonna start panning back. Oh, it's a 20th shutter, that's why it's...
Here, I can adjust.
Let's go to... speed it up a little.
Like 30?
Actually, I'm gonna jump to this camera, because this is the one that shows the sunrise. Oops. Hang on. All right, here's our super wide angle.
Is that the minimum?
Yeah, zoomed in, 6.3. Whew. Aloha, Lisa. Good morning. Or good whatever time it is where you are. So, if you're just jumping on the stream, we are up here at the summit of Kilauea, and we are looking at some of the last remaining lava that's cooling off. The eruption ended yesterday. This eruption began on September 10th at 3:14 p.m. and it lasted for 6 days. It ended yesterday sometime in the morning. I'm not sure what the official word is on it as far as the USGS and the official statements about the eruption being done. I will let them say the official thing, but what we're looking at is a very cold lava lake. There's no lava action, and this phone's already dying.
No way.
Yeah. So we're looking at the river. Let me swap these real quick. So we have enough daylight now. We can see some of the rock, some of the detail. It's pretty incredible to see this now after seeing it a couple days ago. So I'm moving up where the river was going, and this is where the vents were. And look at that, there's a little bit of glow on the edge of that vent there. Lisa is 6 hours ahead, so it's not quite morning there. It's probably more like noon. Good morning, Amelia. Thanks for reminding people to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It looks like there's a few people in the live stream. And you may have noticed our thumbnail has the wrong date on it. I tried to update it just now before we started the stream, but the YouTube studio URL page that we have to go to do that was not working for me. So I'll have to adjust that later. But this event here, this is the main one that was erupting the most recently. Amelia, Monday at 3:50 a.m. Wow. You are up very early or up very late. One of the two. Let's see if there's any other glow going on over here. You put that other tripod away. Good. I'm just kind of roaming around looking at close-ups of various features here. We're going way over to the sidewall vent.
Why don't we take this one off, because it's about to die anyway. And then we could just start charging it or something.
Well, we have to swap them, right? We have to take them both off in order to swap them.
But I mean, we could just get rid of that one for a little bit. I could charge it or something.
But I kind of want it for the sunrise. I think we should just swap them soon. Where am I here? Okay, so it looks like I went too far left. I'm looking for that sidewall vent. That's it right there. Yeah, so what you're looking at there, you can see right now, like the top left of the frame of the full screen, you can see a little hole in the wall and some black lava rock coming out of the sidewall vent. That is the sidewall vent that started with the eruption beginning on September 10th. And let's do some weird stuff. And that sidewall vent didn't last very long. It maybe lasted a day, maybe a day and a half, and then closed up. And if you look here, you can see some of the lava that poured out of it coming down. Like this is all September 2023 lava. All of that stuff. Amelia says up to 125 mile per hour gale force winds here at the moment. Can't sleep, it's so noisy. Whoa, 125 mile an hour winds?
That's like, that'll rip your roof right off.
I hope you are staying safe over there. That sounds really gnarly. Okay, now, so this is some of the lava from the smaller vents. I'm gonna pan back down the fissure system. going to the main vents again. We've got 13 friends hanging out in the chat. Thanks for joining us. If you are just randomly finding this live stream, welcome to Page Films Live. I am Lance Page. I'm out here with Colton Hart, and my brother Troy Page is hanging out as well. And we're just getting the last looks at some of the last glowing spots. We could have these little glowing spots for maybe a couple of days, but probably not much longer than that. This vent, so this is the vent here that was erupting most recently. It was the last one to have any action in it. And as far as I know, it kind of closed up and stopped its action yesterday morning, the September 16th, like around 9 or 10 a.m. or so. Pretty awesome sunrise coming up. We got some cool clouds. So I think let's do that swap right now. And,
Oh, okay.
So we'll just the two phones swap, and then I'll just put it on the BTS cam. That's what this is. We're just gonna do a little camera reconfiguration real quick.
We're about to get all up in your grill. Are we gonna? Oh, I see.
I'm just going iPhone view. We're going rogue, guys. We're going rogue. So Colton is going to
do the switcheroo.
Do the thing. I'll just show you guys around a little bit. It's actually a pretty nice morning. The wind isn't too bad. Some beautiful pastel colors over here above Mauna Loa. Mr. Troy Page, you may have seen him in the chat as Windows of Perspective. He's got an awesome documentary series on YouTube. Mr. Colton Hart is always working hard, taking care of all the live stream things. And yeah, you're looking at the end of an eruption. Battling for touch time. Ooh, hello. All right, so yeah. So the thumbnail has the wording about is the eruption ending? The eruption ended. It's we haven't seen anything official from USGS, but it's very clearly done. And I guess there's the remote possibility that it could just kind of start up again, but I feel like that's kind of unlikely at this point. Is it back up? The cams?
It's still got the black screen, but it should be up any second now.
I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna just flip it to.
This cam is up. Yeah, we're still waiting on the moon bazooka.
It's the same. It's like the same perspective. It's trippy.
Yeah.
That's iPhone. Go flip this again. Oh, okay. Hello. And then. Oh, I was gonna do the. Now we're in the bubble cam view. So this is the A7S III camera now in the full screen image. Yeah, Amelia says, I'm a bit sad the eruption ended so quickly. Was enjoying the stellar footage. Yeah, I think it caught pretty much all of us by surprise how quickly it ended. We've been pretty used to these long-term eruptions at Kilauea. Obviously from the 35-year-long eruption at Pu'uo'o, and then we had a 10-year-long lava lake here in this crater. And then 2020, when the lava came back to this crater, we had I think that was like a 5-month-long eruption. So it was like months long for all these recent eruptions up until this year. The one in January was just a couple of months. The one in June was just 12 days, and now this one is just 6 days. So, interestingly, they're all getting shorter and shorter as they go. Lisa and Amelia both like the green flash watch videos that we've been doing. We'll have to do some more of those now that the eruption ended, and the VOG was probably going to clear away now. The VOG got really bad there for a bit. Trey, can you grab me that the vest jacket thing in there? I need some more layers.
It's getting chilly.
It's cold. That wind
is picking up.
Yeah, the wind kind of picked up.
Oh.
Amelia says, I wonder. So, ooh, that wind. I spoke too soon about the wind being not too bad. Amelia says, I wonder if the M3.3 that Lou and Anna felt altered the conduit system underneath. Yeah, I guess Lou said that it like knocked their system offline or something from one of the Pahala quakes. Something happened. Let's see. Put you back on the telephoto setup here. Might as well do a little fun split screen action. Now we got some battles. How's it going, Henry? Got a few people in the chat. Thanks for joining the live stream. This one has been kind of a bit of a free-flowing. We weren't sure exactly how the stream was going to go with no eruption, but we wanted to just bring the sunrise, show you the kind of the first sunrise without lava in the vents, and we can kind of treat this live stream as a farewell to Pele for now. Tutu Pele went back in the ground, doing her thing. Lisa says, NFL time. Have a beautiful day. Go Steelers. Right on, Lisa. Appreciate you. As always, enjoy your NFL. What you're looking at is a live view of the eruption that is now all pow. There's little spots where there's some gases coming up, and it's pretty normal in between eruptions to see little spots like this, little vents of gas, kind of residual stuff going on. Good morning, Henry. Yeah, no lava for us this morning. I was pretty excited to show my brother the eruption, but it ended kind of as we were getting ready for this little camping trip and live stream out here. Henry, you read my mind. I was just thinking about where my coffee is.
Right here. Where's your coffee?
I'm glad you still have power, Amelia. Get that coffee made. Yeah, we've got coffee and hot cocoa. I'm gonna have myself a mocha here in a second. Oh, the sunlight is hitting Mauna Loa.
Oops, sorry.
Is this? Oh, you Where's that cocoa? I'm gonna add some of that. Got more of that?
It's not very warm, but it's right there in the...
Coffee is life.
chai latte mix adapted to make mushrooms. Put a little bit of spices in there too, like cinnamon and nutmeg.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just a little more in there.
I'm okay right now.
We're good.
Oh, you want me to pour?
No, I poured it already.
Oh, okay.
Getting our fix over here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for bringing me out.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah. Oh, nice. Henry has a 2 pineapples mug. I gotta get myself one of those. I'm sure whoever is here on the stream is already following 2 pineapples, but if you're not, make sure you do that because they are amazing. They did a live stream every single day of this eruption and every single day of the last eruption. I'm gonna swing this wide angle around just so you guys can see Mauna Loa right now. It's got some beautiful sunlight on it. How in the world does it even have the sunlight on it? There's like clouds blocking the... So I'm just swinging around here toward the trail and some cold visitors over here. But you can see Mauna Loa in the background there on the right. It's got some beautiful... Sorry guys. Yeah, we're doing a live stream right now. But yeah, we did a bunch of live streams throughout the eruption, throughout the 6 days it was erupting. It was amazing.
Cool.
Amelia says, I actually enjoy footage of the crater when it has no visibility erupting lava too. Yeah, it's cool to see it kind of just solidified and cooled off. Kind of like settled into its position that it will be in for however long until the next eruption, which will probably be a couple of months or something.
I'm in the shop, huh?
Yeah.
Am I blocking?
No, you're good. You're good. You're part of the you're part of the show.
Part of the
Troy's getting some behind the scenes shots and doing his thing.
Some nice color showing up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's starting to hit the clouds above the crater now. Do a little pan back. Aloha, Dennis. Poke, poke. You know what I bet Lou and Anna are doing right now? Sleeping. Wow. Beautiful light. I got a few more people in there. Apologies if the thumbnail is a kind of a clickbaity thumbnail. Didn't mean for it to be. When I made the thumbnail yesterday, I really was wondering, is the eruption ending? And we decided to just kind of go with the one I made already. I'm going to pan over here on the top view. I wanted to move over here again to these gases and colors over here. Pretty interesting. Zoom out a little bit. There's a few ohia branches in the foreground. That's why you're seeing those little sticks. We've got some beautiful color. Oh. I'm going to pan the bottom view over a little bit. The color kind of toward the sunrise is getting really good over here to the left. Yeah, it's kind of... It'd be really cool if I had two Emotimos and then I could just pan them both with both joysticks. Dennis, I don't think poking is going to do anything. I don't think any more lava is going to come out. But you can try. I'm going to move our top view back over to the vents or the cones, the leftover. Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to keep panning more right, and I'm going to look at the cone from the last eruption. So this here on the top frame, that is the June 2023 cone. That this thing was going off toward the end of those 12 days of the eruption. It was like the last 2 or 3 days. This thing was going off. It was blasting a whole bunch of lava out. It was falling hundreds of feet. I got some really good shots of that. And that cone right there, I think, is about 300 feet tall. So you're looking at a huge cinder cone. And during the last eruption, that was a sidewall vent that began with the whole eruption, and it kind of oozed out for the whole 12 days, or for like a week or so, and then toward the end, in the last several days, it just started going crazy and blasting out lava. So that was back in June. Yeah, I get it, Dennis. It might be working if you were poking after the last eruption. It wasn't really that long until this one came along. Dennis, what is your prediction on the next one? How many days or weeks or months do you think we're going to go until she erupts again? Wow. I'm just going to give you a full screen view of this sunrise color because it's getting real good. link tree in the chat, and we'll do a little plug on that. And then I'll use my new graphics. Trevor Green? Oh, awesome. That's in there already?
Yep.
Right on. So Colton just posted the link tree if you want to find more of my work. And these are some of the main links that you can find in there. Patreon and PayPal are two good ways to support us at this time with either a monthly contribution or a single contribution via PayPal. Patreon is a platform for creators where you can subscribe for a small monthly fee and you get rewards like early releases of my films, exclusive 4K content, and free downloads and things like that. So please consider jumping over there to the Patreon and supporting us that way. But if you want to just do a one-time donation, you can do so from the PayPal link. And you can find all those, as well as the Facebook and Instagram and Vimeo and all that good stuff, on the link tree that Colton posted in the live chat. So thank you for that. Yeah. Dennis says, the pattern I've seen is 0.25 to 0.3 meters of inflation from the end of the eruption. It may take 2 weeks or 2 years. Yeah. Nobody knows, but based on how it's been going this year, it feels like she's kind of figuring out like a bit of a pattern. But then again, you know, this eruption was so different and it was so unique from the other ones, so it's like you never know what's coming next. Amazing sky.
Des just said, Lance, I've been poking volcanoes since 2021. Love it.
For me, it's been since 2014, and unless you want to count growing up on Mauna Loa, then since I was born.
You're gonna have to replace that battery soon.
Which one?
Is it 40?
Oh, you got some time.
I'm surprised that it died so fast.
It's been on for a little while. Put you guys back in my favorite horizontal split screen view. Bring you back to the cones. Bring you back to that wide, expansive perspective of the crater. I'll bring a little more exposure to see in there like that. Yeah, Dennis, that's kind of how I feel. They were, Dane and Phil were talking about this on the H-Berry update. And they were saying how we might be in a quarterly eruption phase. We've had 3 so far this year, and there's very likely could be a 4th eruption in the same year. And I think they were saying there was 4 eruptions in 1 year in one of the previous years at Kilauea. So it wouldn't be the first time that Kilauea has 4 different eruptions in 1 year. Amelia has to go. Thanks for hanging out while the wind is insanely crazy, and stay safe over there. Don't get blown away by those 100-something mile-an-hour winds. And I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Maybe a green flash watch. Oh wow, we got sunlight hitting the caldera. You can see on the top right, pretty beautiful. Really cool clouds. Love that color. It's gorgeous. Right on, we got 20 folks hanging out. If you're just joining the live stream, welcome to Page Films Live. You're looking at the summit of Kilauea Volcano and the eruption that is now all done. Finished yesterday. This eruption lasted just 6 days. It began in the afternoon on the 10th, which was, I believe, a week ago, huh? Last Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love when the light kind of melts into the crater. we had a pretty funny little moment earlier. This girl came up to us and she said, "Excuse me, do you know where the lava is?" And we're like, "Well, it's down there, and it's not erupting anymore." And she's like, "Oh, it's not erupting anymore?" Like she had no idea. And she thought that she was going to be able to find the eruption somewhere.
I wonder how long she was walking around trying to find the lava.
She probably just came up from the car and walked down the trail and saw the first people that looked like they knew what they were doing. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around a little bit more with this beautiful sky. There we go. Nope. All right, I'm going handheld again, just to show a little bit more of this gorgeous sunrise with all these amazing clouds we got going on. Really trippy looking clouds. Brought a Troy Page in the house on island. There's no eruption, but there's always beautiful scenes here.
Having some technical difficulties.
With your earbuds. As usual, we usually do a little behind the scenes look at some of the gear. We've got the Emotimo Spectrum ST4 with our telephoto setup as usual. With the A7 IV camera on there with the Sigma 150 to 600, aka the Moon Bazooka. And then our A7S III has got the Sigma 14 millimeter. And I've got my iPhone 14 in my hand. So can you tell we're related? Sometimes, oftentimes we get the "Are you twins?" comment. If we had a nickel for every time we heard that.
Yeah.
Troy's older. He's 5 years older. So we'll go back to the split view here. Oh. And definitely can't see any more glow. A little bit earlier there was some glowy spots around these vents and around the lava lake.
Did you get to see what was going?
No. And this time, once I get here, it was dark. Going on the other side. This time
Yeah, that whole line of vents there, all the cones,
On the side.
all the way to the wall.
That's one guy who we went to. It was a devastation. We didn't look it up. The concierge yesterday said, yeah, that's where you want to go.
Yeah, they closed it because the lookout is like right above.
That white thing?
It's kind of in that area, yeah. And that's actually like pretty close to where it was erupting, so the gases were too close to
And the
where.
wind's going that way too, right?
Yeah, I mean generally the wind goes to the south, but it was so close that the rangers just shut it all down. It's too risky for people to go out there.
You'll sign a waiver.
I'd be the
Your
first
own
to sign
mask.
it, man. They don't offer that option. Dancing K, you're welcome. Let me know if you guys have any other questions about what's going on here, what's been going on here. This is our farewell to the Eruption live stream. If I had made the thumbnail today, that's what it would say, not is the eruption ending, because the eruption has ended.
How much did we miss it by?
Yesterday morning.
One day.
Okay, so it wasn't like an hour ago that it's not.
No, no.
Oh, good.
It
So
was.
it'd be like,
Yeah, if a lot of people showed up yesterday around like noon or so, they would be those people that just missed it. Because the biggest cone on the right, that's the one that was erupting last, and yesterday at like 8 o'clock, there was like a pool of lava, and there was bubbles popping and shooting up, and the bubbles like slowed, and then it was just a pool sitting there, and then it solidified.
that was a quick sneeze, huh?
Yeah.
How, we're pretty far, is that what, about 50 feet, 100 feet high?
Yeah, I think they were probably about 100 or like maybe 80 or so. And when those fountains were going as high as they were going about 3 times as high as the cones.
This footage of it looked like slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like. I thought it was. I was like, wow, that's slowed down footage, but no, it's just the lava taking so long to fall from the sky.
All right, thanks guys for the info.
Yeah, have a good one. So if anyone's hanging out, I mean, for those who are hanging out, I did post a video yesterday of the highlights from the Sony A7 IV camera from the first 4 days of the eruption, which is the days that we were live streaming it. So you can see some of the highlights that we captured on the 4K camera, including a few small collapse events in there on that video. So check that out if you have a chance. It's a couple minutes long. And once again, this is the lava from the sidewall vent. It lasted about a day. From the 10th to the 11th, there was lava coming out of the side of that giant wall there. And then I'm kind of just moving down the river, the system of vents, the fissure system that essentially was the entire eruption, was this fissure system that erupted out of the downdrop block that used to be the old caldera floor. Every once in a while I'm like editing something and I'm like, I need a shot of the crater, just the crater with no lava. And I'm like, I don't have any shots like that. I always just shoot when there's lava. Just roll the shot.
Yeah, you might pick off some of the steam and stuff.
Yeah.
With the aftermath.
Looks like the sun has come up behind the clouds over here. Oh, the steam vents looks pretty sweet. Should zoom in on that. I'm gonna move us way over to, I'm gonna go outside of the crater. Got some nenes behind us doing their morning run. So on the bottom angle here, we're just moving along the edge of the caldera on the eastern side. I wanted to get all the way over to steam vents. Oops. Keep on panning. Oh, there's Volcano House right there. And then I wanted to get this perspective of the steam vents lookout It's always cool seeing the light, the morning light hitting the steam. Ruthin Russell says, mahalo for magnificent week of following our volcano, from fireworks to what appears as ice flows this morning. Yeah, you're very welcome, Ruthin. Definitely, it's kind of like ice. It's kind of like ice because it freezes up. When the lava stops flowing, everything settles into a frozen state. I'm gonna jump into the full screen on this top view here. It's a pretty cool looking sky we got going on still. Those wispy clouds with the blue and the turquoise. Gorgeous. Oh yeah. Wonder if that's Scott. It's gonna be hard to find him. Yeah, it's not on the right mode. Oh, there's like a delay. What's going on here? Find some more steam action. So the bottom perspective is showing the edge of the collapsed crater. There's a lot of that steam that's always coming up there. Let me zoom out a bit on this. Moving back over to our newest lava rock. Just days old here now. And if you're watching the stream, we appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. Obviously, there's not as many people in there, not as much action, but we're stoked to be hanging out for sunrise as usual. There's quite a few cars in the parking lot, but it seems like most people that are here probably are just going for a walk, hiking around. There is a timestamp option, Colton, on this. So 1 hour 15 timestamp added.
Nice.
I'm not sure where it goes, but I'll have to. So yeah, we're an hour and 15 minutes into our farewell September 2023 eruption live stream.
Is that like equipment that I see down there?
Yeah, so
there
USGS
too?
has a bunch of instruments, tilt meters and things.
Have you zoomed in on them?
I have before, I can do it again. I'll do a little zoom in on some of the instruments that USGS has got.
I can't even see what it is from here with my eyes.
Yeah. It's so far away, so tiny. Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I know exactly what that is, but I do know it's a USGS instrument. They have several of them down there placed around various spots. And then there's like a, you go right, hang on. It's gonna be tricky to do this.
Look like seagulls from here.
It's there's like these guys here. And you know what would be interesting is if we switch to photo mode, it puts it in the full sensor, and then it actually shows you the punch in, I think. Yeah. So we're in the A7S, or the A7 IV camera in photo mode, which is why now you see the black bars on the side of the frame. But what it does is it'll show you the focus magnification. So we can actually, in the live stream, show, whoa, it's extremely sensitive. Hang on. I gotta slow down the motor a little bit. But there's like a little, there's a cooler. It's like
Yes.
a cooler.
Someone left their lunch down there.
They got their beers down there, USGS. That's what for when they need to party.
After party.
Yeah. I'm curious what happens when I take a photo.
Crack a cold one.
Say, Colton,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in photo mode. I just took a photo. It just goes black when it does the. We're doing a little test right now because eventually we're going to do some really cool live streams where we feature photography and myself and other photographers doing their thing, and we want to show like a behind the scenes perspective, and we can cut to the camera that's actually being used to shoot the photos like this, and so you can see the view through the viewfinder as we take photos. So that's going to be really fun. I'm excited for that. Get back on here. I'm going to find us another thing to look at. There we go. The seagulls. So we're looking, so this is actually some more instruments in it. We're looking like right through a branch, which is why you can see a little blurriness in the foreground, but I'll punch way in on this. So that looks like it's got a solar panel for power and some USGS doodads. Oop. Get totally lost. There we go. Oh, I see. I was looking at the left side. Aloha, Raymond. Yep. Yeah, we're back to green flashes because the VOG's going to go away. Looking forward to doing some more of those for you guys. Oh, when it records video, then it goes back into 16:9.
Oh,
It's
okay.
interesting. We're just, if you're just joining the stream, we're just kind of roaming around looking at different things, USGS instruments, and we're in photo mode, which is why it's cropped on the sides there. I'll just switch it back to video mode. All the gases and stuff over here are more of a blue color, and so it's interesting. This whole section was not where the eruption was going, but the gases look more like it's coming from lava rather than just water evaporating. And there's some really cool coloration here, really green and yellow, sulfur deposits and things. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Raymond, we got some Thai food for dinner last night from the truck. It was amazing. So good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Darker on your phone. Or just the brightness. If you're hanging out in the stream, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up for us. And if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you for sure will see our upcoming live streams, whether it's eruptions on the way, or green flash watches, or all the other ideas that we have in the works.
Yeah.
Including some studio stuff. We are going to bring you some pre-recorded live streams, some hiking adventures. We want to do some music performances out in nature. Lots of fun things in the works that we want to bring to you all. And yeah, we're not just going to be bringing live streams. We're going to switch it up quite a bit. Oh, sorry about that. My mic was a little further away from my face than it usually is. There we go. That should sound better. Thanks for letting me know, Raymond. Aloha, Jeffrey. Good to see some familiar names in the chat. Coming up on that 90-minute mark. I'll do a little more driving around here. And thanks to Colton for posting the link tree once again. In that link you can find all of the rest of my work that's on all the various platforms. If you want to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, you can find us there on Page Films. And if you want to support us, Patreon and PayPal are a couple of ways you can do that right now. Probably the easiest, most familiar way to support us is to send a one-time donation via the PayPal link. And we very much appreciate Lisa and Alika, and we had a few donations. I appreciate you all for that. It goes a long way. We're putting every dollar into new batteries and upgrading gear that we need upgraded and all those things to keep the live streams looking good and going strong. This one's zoomed in. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit with it. For sure, Raymond, it will erupt again in the coming days, weeks, months, or years. I'm calling it weeks or months. It's kind of it's funny because this is the last day of our cycle of the data plan. So it's the wrap-up stream of the eruption and also the last day of our cycle. So
That's awesome.
just restarting our data plan for the live streams tomorrow, and we're gonna jump back on all the projects we were working on before the eruption. When the eruptions happen, they will take precedence over everything else, but there's a lot of time in between, and we have a lot of projects in the works that we can't wait to share with you all.
Raymond's taken off. Said he's got to cut it short today. Thanks, Raymond, for stopping in. We'll see you
Right on,
later,
Raymond.
man.
Yeah, we'll see you up here soon. It's probably sooner than later. And we'll see you on the next Green Flash watch, or possibly whatever the next live stream we're doing. I've got the iPhone in my hand again on the top frame to show you a little bit. Actually, I think I'll make that. I'll do the full screen just so I can see what I'm doing with the phone. Give you a little bit more perspective now that the sunrise has developed. You see Mauna Loa is all lit up with the sun now. Still got some cool clouds. The gear and the crew hanging out, doing doing the things. So, not too much sunshine yet. We've got some clouds blocking it, but
Out of curiosity, man, you guys look like you're professionals, not amateurs out here on a weekend hobby.
Yeah, we're doing a live stream.
we're amateurs that know what we're doing.
Exactly.
People can go online and see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's true right now on YouTube.
Yep, we're doing a live stream.
Yeah, yesterday morning and the night before, it was just blowing like everything. Last night it was pretty good.
Yeah,
Did
It-
you do that a lot? You were going.
yeah. This is the third eruption this year. So, and this was the shortest one. It was only 6 days long.
Oh, okay, so we timed it just wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. You come out here and do this every day?
Not every day, but during the eruptions we come out as much as we can. You know, catching the action. But
You have a lot of patience, I suppose.
yep, it takes a lot of patience.
Have a good day.
You too. Oop. Oh, we lost this camera. Where is it? Oh yeah, there's the Sony battery.
Did the battery just go out?
Yeah, you just need a Sony battery in there.
That went fast. I was surprised.
Well, we turned that camera on like before the live stream started a
Yeah.
couple hours ago.
That's actually pretty good.
Let me just. So we are just put this selfie cam back, swapping out some batteries. All right, so yeah, we'll probably wrap it up relatively soon here. Since the sunrise is pretty much all pow. I hope you guys are having some good coffee. Cheers. If it is in fact morning where you are. I know there's generally people from all over the world. Don't need this anymore. So yeah, if you're just joining the live stream, we are just doing a quick sunrise farewell live stream to this eruption that just ended yesterday. It started just a week ago, lasted only 6 days. And this is kind of, yeah, we came out yesterday to camp, and you probably noticed the thumbnail has the wrong date on it, and it's got a question about, is the eruption ending? The eruption has ended. There is no more lava flow currently anywhere in the state. That one, oh, it cut out again?
Battery again?
What is going on with the batteries? The second one that I thought was full, but it's not. Gail is from Japan. It's 2 a.m. there. Wow. Oh, that's the generic battery thing. Right
Hey
on,
James Olson, we see you on there from Vancouver, Washington.
Very nice. I love when people chime in from about where they are, where they're watching from around the world. What was I gonna do? Well, Gail, I hope you've got some strong coffee, or maybe you're staying up till 2 a.m. It's hard to say. With this eruption, the best time to come out here and view it is the sunrise, early morning, basically the middle of the night. And we live in Kona, so we're about an hour and a half drive straight shot from where we live to the national park here at the summit of Kilauea. And so we've been on a crazy schedule during this eruption, getting up at 12 o'clock at night in Kona, leaving at 1 o'clock, getting out here at like 3 o'clock, and then doing the live streams all the way till about 8 o'clock or 9. It's been a pretty wild adventure, but it's a crazy amount of hard work, but it's hard work that we love to do. And what you're looking at in the bottom of the two images there, if you aren't already familiar with this eruption, those cones that you're looking at, those were the vents. There were 5 or 6 or 7 of them in the beginning, including one coming out of the side wall. And they were going off. For the first 4 or 5 days, there were fountains shooting hundreds of feet in the air, massive fountains, and it was an incredible show. We just were blown away by how awesome it was, and we were also pretty surprised at how quickly they all shut down. Gail says, miraculous to be able to see and share this. Mahalo. Thank you guys. Thank you, Gail. Appreciate you hanging out and participating in the chat. So I'm not sure where we are on the subscribers yet. Colton can maybe take a look at that, but I know that we're getting real close to 1,000. We are coming right up on that.
We are at 985 followers now. We're almost there.
985. We just need 15 more to reach that big milestone, 1,000 followers. We just started our live stream journey just a couple of months ago. We've been building our setup, getting all the gear dialed in. We're streaming live using our Sony mirrorless cameras as well as a Red Komodo. and all the nice glass that we have that we generally shoot our films with. We are doing our live streams with the same camera, so we can actually live stream and shoot video and photos at the same time with the same cameras. So because we can do that, we have all these ideas to live stream some real-time productions, some kind of behind-the-scenes workshop type content, and lots of cool ideas in the works. The site. Oh. Gail asks, how long does it last usually? I'm assuming you're asking about the eruption. It can vary. It can be 6 days long, like this eruption was, or it could be 35 years long, like the Pu'u'o eruption that began in the 80s and ended in 2018. So with Kilauea being the most active volcano in the world, it's really, you never know what you're going to get. Lately, we've been having shorter eruptions that have their own kind of phases and chapters, and they tend to begin and end and begin again, which is a lot different than like I said, the Pu'u'o eruption, or say the Mauna Ulu, or even the lava lake at the summit here within Halemaumau, which was a 10-year-long lava lake that was there from 2008 to 2018. K-Ball K-Ball says, "Good morning, guys. No audio on my end, so I won't be able to hear you, but stoked to watch the stream." Who do you think that is?
What up, Kanoa?
He probably doesn't want his name on there. He's K-Ball.
That's funny.
And he's not listening anyway, so.
I wrote him a message.
Oh,
He
nice.
said, thanks for watching.
Just ask him something Kanoa specific on the chat.
Ask him if he fed his chickens yet.
Feed your chickens.
You get coconut every morning.
Gail, thanks so much for sharing my site. You can find all the links on the link tree, and you can share any one of those. We're on most of the social media platforms, the Facebook, the Instagram. You can follow us there. There's some pretty fun posts that we put up there, and Gail says, "Have one screen for visual and another for sound here. Both devices broken. Sympathize with you, K-Ball. We make do." I think what we'll do is we'll end the stream here at the 2-hour mark. And yeah, it was kind of 2 hours is actually kind of a quick one for us compared to the other eruption streams. We've been going for like 4+ hours on each one. Do a little drive up the fissure system one more time. One last look at the sidewall vent here. And then I was gonna do a quick little view of this river that's coming. So these are the cones that were erupting just a couple of days ago. And if you look on the bottom left, you can see one of the rivers that were coming down from the vents. There were two main rivers. This one on the left, the bottom left, was coming down, like flowing toward like our direction. And then the majority of the lava that was coming from these vents was creating a river that was flowing down in this direction, down, and it's on a slope, so it was flowing down the downdrop block here and going into the main lava lake. At somewhere along this area is where the edge of the old lava lake was from a couple of months ago. And then all the lava was kind of just pooling in this big area and kind of solidifying and cooling off. Oops.
We're a little rainbow.
Oh, rainbow. Yeah. Which one is? There's a bit of a rainbow. I'll show you guys. I'll swing the. Actually, I'm going to go full screen on my wide angle here. And we got ourselves a rainbow. Yeah, super wide. 14 mil and a full frame sensor. Yeah, a little bit of rainbow action there for you. Drones 503 SV. Are you in Oregon? Says he is getting ready. Who is getting ready and for what? I guess you can't see it as much anymore, a little bit. I don't think I've ever seen more rainbows than I ever have anywhere else other than here in the park. This is a really, really good spot for rainbows because there's always wind pushing misty rain through this area. So it's a lot of times it's like constantly on the edge of that mist line, which is what gives you the rainbows. And moonbows, and even lava bows. I've seen a couple of times where the lava itself is the light source, and it creates a rainbow. It's a pretty magical thing. James Olson, thank you for the company and for the awesome films and photos. Have a great rest of your Sunday. You too, James. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Swing this one back around. nature. All right. So, I think we're going to be wrapping it up here in about 5 minutes or so. Morning. And I'm going to try something here I haven't tried yet. Before I take off, I'm just going to quickly mention the Linktree link one more time. That's where you can find all of my work, including my website and all the social medias and Patreon and things. So here's a few of the links on the screen for you. And as Colton just reminded, hit that thumbs up button if you can, and subscribe if you haven't already. And the notification bell is a good one to hit as well to make sure you don't miss any of our awesome upcoming live streams. The top link is the Patreon. That is a platform where creators can get contributions on a monthly basis from supporters, and you can get rewards for your contributions based on the 3 different tiers we have on there. And you can get early releases of my films before they come out to the public. There's a lot of exclusive 4K content on there that is otherwise in HD publicly, and free downloads of my titles that are on Vimeo on demand, and lots of fun stuff like that. And we're going to be adding more content and more perks and rewards to the Patreon. And as well as the PayPal, which is a good way for you if you would like to just make a one-time donation to help out our live streams and keep our streams going, keep them improving. We have lots of ideas and we have lots of gear that we want to get to keep improving these projects. And I'm going to put us on a little bit of a, let's see, I'll do a picture-in-picture here with this. No,
Done.
we haven't seen any action. Still just doing what it's doing. Yeah, after yesterday's activity, it's pretty clear that it's shut down for now. But she'll be back in probably a matter of weeks, a couple months or so.
Whatever the pressure builds, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, have a good day.
All right, you too. Enjoy. All right, the sun just came out, just in time for the outro. So, Colton, you want to come up here and get in this, get in our shot here? So whoever's hanging out, Telegram also. No, I don't have a Telegram. I do have Threads. So yeah, we just wanted to say thank you for hanging out on the stream. I am Lance Page. This is my brother Troy Page. He's our special guest. He's hanging out on the stream with us today, and
No special.
I got to plug Troy's project once more, the Windows of Perspective. Go follow his YouTube channel. There's some really cool documentary work on there that Troy's working on, and I want to thank Colton for doing all the behind-the-scenes work and the chat and everything. Colton's been working hard. We've been co-producing these live streams together, and we got so many ideas in the works. So, yeah, with that all down, thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Aloha.
Aloha.